Libra, welcome back to another Four Paths Healing Tarot message. My name is Dee. I got some cards out here on the table and I meditated on the energy so that I can just give you a clear and direct message. For those of you who you're like, I don't feel like wasting my time, honey, what is this all about? This is about you making a decision and feeling confident in the decision that you need to make this week, or about a decision that you recently made and you're still working through the acceptance about that decision that you made. If that sounds like it's your reading, stay on. Let's move forward. If that's not your reading, thank you for saying what's up and popping in. I hope to see you at another time. You can check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus if you'd like. For those of you who are staying on with me, let's begin. Okay. You are starting out Seven of Swords as well as the Knight of Swords. So what this is saying to me is that you are in a place where you are making the decision to fully put yourself into action, clearly with this here, and you are freeing yourself by doing so. Something about the Seven of Swords does not feel like sneakiness or deceit or anything like that, which is oftentimes the first thing that comes to mind when we see this card, or Aquarius, the embodiment of Aquarius energy, Libra. But it feels like right now you're making a decision to, or you recently made a decision to follow your truth, follow your belief about something, a path, a way of thinking about things, a way of communicating, and you wholeheartedly believe that this is good for you. And so you are out of here with that. You are really on it. I confirmed the Seven of Swords here, and the Fool popped out. So Gemini is what, excuse me, more Aquarius is what's popping up with that. And how do I describe this, God, angel, spirit guides? When I think about Aquarius, it could be that this is in your chart somewhere strongly, or what you are working through making this decision has something to do with a Gemini, okay? Or an Aquarius. I'll tell you why I keep saying Gemini in just a moment. But Aquarius is true self, unconventional ideas, no matter what people think, but it also, thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, is justice, doing right for the people, doing right for mankind, being the person who is the humanitarian ideals is what I think about when I think about Aquarius, and that this Fool is coming out here with another Aquarius vibrating card or indicator. So whatever this is that you are, this path that you're on, and you're audaciously, sword of determination going after this, could be using your words, could be standing up by using your words in a way that may feel a little bit scary right now, but that's just because you may be the only one who's brave enough to do this. Okay, Libra? I asked God, angel, spirit guides to share with me a little bit more about what the root of this is. And you, in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, as well as the Queen of Pentacles popped out. I wanted to confirm that Three of Swords and Gemini, the lovers. That's why I keep saying that, because it's heavy on my mind, making a decision, soul honoring decision. And the Two of Pentacles popped out as well, but it popped out in reverse, and I wanted to keep that way to get more of a sound message, as well as some cloudiness, some confusion here. Scorpio, over emotion, so many emotions until it's making it unclear which potential cup is the right cup, the cup that has the love, the healing, the the vibrations of abundance in it. So you're working through that in the recent past, or as you are deciding to go full force here. This reversal card, accepting, allowing yourself to move on, possibly getting some really challenging feedback, or hearing something that was heartbreaking or shattering, words that were harsh, but also knowing how to take the feedback from that, or to extrapolate the helpful information from that, and then let go of the nonsense. That's what this feels like, seeing this reversal. And then something about a decision. Gemini, soul honoring decision, life purpose work. This could be related to a relationship, but I'm not getting that vibe as much as something possibly related to a community that you're part of, a church group, a community group, a support group, your team at work, a family, a group of people that are not biologically family, but have been a part of what feels like family. Maybe you are in social justice work and you're highly activated. So this feels more like decisions related to higher purpose for the good of other people, but also is inherently wedded to your soul. That's what this feels like. And not knowing what decision to make, how to move about. There's something that came up, some disrupting thing that came up. You, in this work that you're doing in this community, there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of love and desire for service, to be a wonderful person for this community that you're working with, that you are healing with. And in the past, there were so many emotions until that Queen of Cups, that ability to be intuitive, was not exactly rooted, because there were so many emotions about some incident or thing that recently took place, or that is taking place right now. It could just be the climate that socially we're living in right now. And but now you've moved out of that. You're clear. You're not allowing any kind of deceit, sneakiness to get in the way. You're ready for your truth, to walk a new journey. You could also be thinking about leaving this community group. That may be for a couple of you. Whatever this is related to, you might be thinking about going into a different role, taking more of a back seat, or transitioning completely out. That's not for many of you, just for a select couple folks here, because of what has been happening over the past weeks or perhaps months here. But with all of the air on the table, weeks is what I'm feeling. Okay, so then I ask God, angel, spirit guides, what are some clear, direct messages that you just want Libra to know? This is where it got really interesting for me as a reader. The first card out that popped out here is the Three of Pentacles, which indicated for me that there's some community, some group, a team of people that you're working with or healing with. I keep hearing and feeling the word healing with. I confirm that. And the Five of Pentacles popped out as well. And so, and actually the Three of Pentacles popped out sideways, almost forgot about that. And so there's a group of people, there's a community that is going through a sense of, and you may be a part of this community by identity, or just because you have an affinity with this group and you want to support, help, and serve. And there is a lot of it feels like there's some misfortune that has been happening, some unforeseen challenges, changes in, I want to say, even funding, if this is someone who possibly is working in nonprofit work. But all of these things that have happened, or these different things that have happened with this group or community or organization or church or school that you're a part of, it has changed the confidence factor in the people. The trust has changed quite a bit. And then the Knight of Wands also. Fiery emotion. People are pissed. Excuse my language if that's a little harsh. I try not to use the real words here, and I hope that didn't disrupt your spirit. But this Knight of Wands is wanting to jump into action, wanting to change this because this feels like injustice. I'm not seeing the Five of Wands out here. That's another card for me. When I see that, that feels like there's political unrest, unrest related to identities. Everybody wants one thing, but it's not that. This community that you serve, that you're a part of, there is a family dynamic. It does not feel like there's betrayal happening within the group. You all are on the same page about this thing that's happening, this potential feeling of harm that's happening, and it's got folks being fired up. The advice, though, what it feels like God, angel, spirit guides is wanting to say about that fiery energy, that passion energy, is to remain structured, to remain in the place of control, emotional control, spiritual control, because the night is fast in, fast out. It burns itself out quickly. It has the potential to, if it's not thinking clear, if a plan is not well thought out. That's the difference between these two different nights. Okay, one night, fast in, fast out, will burn out because it's just driven by passion. This one, though, that you're in, Libra, has a plan, it has logic, it's sat with something and it's thought it through. Both are fixed, though. Both have the ability to carry something along for a process. But for this particular matter, what you are standing in right now, this particular fixed energy, this night, has more potential of changing something around that is favorable. Okay. And then also too, to confirm this Knight of Wands, I shared with you that this 4 structure, power, systems came out, law, order, but then also another, this feels like you, but this also really feels like Gemini again coming out. This may be strong in your chart. There may be someone that you're working with right now who, and it could be you, who is a leader who's trying to work this out and has wonderful, strong ability of having clear plans, leading by intelligence, leading by logic. Again, it could be you. This could be you that I'm just picking up, and you have Gemini, you have Aquarius around in your chart. But this Aquarius feels like for the people. And, you know, Libra, you like justice. Justice is important to you. And I love that, which leads me to the next thing. 2 of Swords, here you are popping out again, being absolutely clear with the with the Ace of Swords. I confirm that 10 of Cups as well as the 6 of Pentacles. There is an important decision to be made, but in all of this, the decision that needs to be made that leads to balance, restoration, higher commitment for higher purpose, it's what's going to be helpful here. Beneath my main deck, there are some cards I want to share with you. There's a decision that you can make that is wonderful, that maybe on the shorthand feels like it's going to be good for the people. Maybe it's not exactly long term because it's fiery. There's a decision that you can make that has a logical plan. Which for one of those plans, and I think it's the Knight of Swords plan, if you're still following me, this leads to a renewal and rejuvenation of heart, spirit, and hope. It's going to be fair and it's soul honoring. Then there's a decision that could be made, because for me, this is the opposite of this Gemini soul honoring. This one is bound together by this one, right? Is bound together by spirit. It's being led to be soul fulfilling. This is coming together, but through bondage. So there's another decision that could be made that leads to control. It feels forceful. It kind of can have it does not feel as light and as loving and as healthy as the other decision. And it could lead to a sense of being blocked and isolated. And free will. free choice, divine decision making, however you want to make sense of that, Libra. But I will say that with where you are right now, this is a wonderful energy, but Spirit is really wanting to highlight here that it's okay to allow yourself to get clear, to stand by the side of truth. And with this Hierophant here, this is faith, as well as the Emperor. Faith, leaning on faith. Right is right. Humanity is what we are. Nothing can really diminish that, because the goodness of people usually wins out. It always wins out, as a matter of fact, at some juncture. Sometimes we don't understand it, but there's always purpose in everything that happens. So continue to lean into your self-trust is what I'm wanting to highlight here, Libra. That was a long message and a whole lot. Thank you for your lovely comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. If you have not subscribed and it feels healthy to you here, like this might be a little bit of a vibe for you, I would love for you to join, subscribe. If you cannot commit to all of that right now, it's all good. I'm just glad that you're here, and I hope I get to see you next week in another 4 Paths Healing Tarot message. Take care. Bye.